shine. I seen the darkest of days.
My career in NBA 2K20 brings the brand new My Player Builder, giving you unprecedented control over your My Player's build. Once you've tested your build at whichever overall you'd like, experience the star-studded story when the lights are brightest. The neighborhood is back, and we'll have more for you on the tons of new 2K Compete events next week.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, it'll be interesting to see where they take the game plan tonight. Offensively, do they rely on one or two guys to carry the load, or do they spread the wealth? We'll see. And DeAndre Jordan, a few people have accused him of stat padding, taking rebounds from teammates. It sounds like something we talked about yesterday, fellas.
It is. Let the big fella eat. That's his job. All you little guards, stay the heck out of the paint.
Yeah, but
no, stay out of the paint. Let us
you
rebound.
don't remember the video when he pushed Luka to grab a rebound?
Well, Luka shouldn't have been down there.
But truthfully, people are making an issue out of everything. But I do think that he does pat his stat a little bit.
Oh, stop it.
Okay. Well, I just can't wait till tomorrow when we talk about that again. Here's Kevin Harlan.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson is capable of being a prototypical go-to guy, but his role in Golden State is more restrained. Klay said, "I don't care. I get paid handsomely in a great place, and we compete for championships year in and year out. From day one, I've been a Warrior. I'm just thankful to be here." Kevin, he likes to play ball and play with his dogs, and that's it.
He loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Harris, Wilson Chandler out there with Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous as it gets.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Here's Thompson following the bucket by the Nets. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Irving against Curry. Yes, that goes in.
Well, that floater right there is exactly what you would see from Steph Curry in his warm-up. He practices every shot from every angle.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
He's off on the first. Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
And he's good on the second. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics, opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Green, no luck.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball. And good that time. 6 points for Steph Curry.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Irving looking over the floor. Shoots over Curry. And the Nets miss again.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit. Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Wilson Chandler. And then for Golden State, Kevon Looney comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Burks in for Russell. Nets trail by 9. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Harris. To the inside, Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Doris, you've said this often, it is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And that one falls for Robinson. The Nets making a switch here. Kuruc is checked in. Robinson hits them both. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Here now is Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to LeVert. It's Prince on the wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Burks. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
LeVert with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. A nice shot by LeVert.
But Kevin, that's all about the quick first step of Karis LeVert. He gets to the rack in no time.
Inside, Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 13 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Prince. Back to LeVert. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And it's Kuruc missing. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
6-second difference between shot and game clock.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Kuruc. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And Curry throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Allen is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Caruge in at the 3 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a bit of relentlessness on the glass by Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice job controlling his effort.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Here, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Out there on the floor for the Nets. Different look here for the Warriors. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Curry. Now here's Green. Thompson surveying the floor. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving with the ball. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Russell. And Jordan sends it back. Chandler outside. Dishes it to Harris. Pass to Irving. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Harris against Burks. Harris finds Irving.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Second chance effort, and KD finishes inside.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Irving up top. Cauley Stein against Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Now, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
Cauley Stein kicks to Russell. Pass to Burks. They double him with Irving. Down low. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Poked away.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Burks. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And
Shot's
he'll
good.
have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Shot's good.
Well, you can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy, he's not going to back away from a challenge.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Free throw good. Burks. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's Irving after Alec Burks has scored. Pass to Chandler. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
And the pass to Burks. Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Green. Some solid defense from Harris. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The shot by Chandler wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. On its way from Burks for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. Harris against Burks. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points and 1 assist. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it, Shaq-like? Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, you live by the three, you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green and Cauley Stein are down low. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. For three, Durant drops in the tray. Durant's got the first basket of the second half here for Brooklyn.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here is Harris. Over in the corner, Chandler. 6 to shoot. Plenty of space. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Taurean Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris. And so Thompson nails both of them. You know what, Greg? You're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Another three for Golden State.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a three go unanswered. Big-time shot.
LeVert with it. He's picked up by Russell. Shoots from 12. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Thompson. From deep. And another three for Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Nets trail by 18. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Irving. This one for three. No good. Shot missing. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here we go. One-on-one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Now here's Curry. He's got 21. Passes it to McKinney from the arc. And he's good on the three ball. McKinney's got his first 3 points of the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
The pass to LeVert. Stolen by Thompson. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Warriors leading by 21. Thompson outside. Misses off the right iron. Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's LeVert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Baskets like this demonstrate who Karis LeVert is. This guy is a fighter. Well, think back to Caris LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
Shooting one.
And that one misses. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Caris LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stefan Curry.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Like some lightning, but a night, I don't do no white band. Then the leader, yeah, I'm so trifling. Real savage. I don't, with that, if she average, I got a bad, Ashley. Understand me, brand new car, hop on the bitch, I saw my wrist out of my tank, brand new chain, I saw my neck, got tired of, I come me, I'm up on, I don't get rest, I'm catching me flights and chasing the check, little baby. I'm a slick rig type of, cause my band's big dog.
There's a check in for Brooklyn.
Give it up.
1:25 left in the third. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to LeVert.
Hey, right here.
He can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the paint, here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
On its way from Curry for 2, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Prince outside, 20 feet out, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Prince has got his first 2 points.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Caris LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
The shot by Curry, no good. Nets trail by 20. Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. No good from outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Harris. And it's Durant. Then there's Allen. And it's Chandler in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. From outside the arc, Cauley Stein grabs the board.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Green finds Cauley Stein. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Back to Chandler from downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Chandler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On its way from Curry for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, once Stefan Curry starts to cook, it's like an avalanche. The guy can score at will from anywhere.
It's Durant on the wing. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Robinson. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Russell comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Russell. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Thompson gets it to go.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Outside, KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris drives in. Allen, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Harris against Russell. Thompson outside. Thompson is doubled. Outside, Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Now, here is Irving. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now, here is Russell. And there's the pass to Curry. A floater. Russell against Harris. Russell kicks to Curry. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. At the elbow, Irving. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
Russell passes to Cauley Stein. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Irving finds Allen. Back to Irving. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
And the first one drops.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Chandler hits them both. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Curry against Irving. Pass to Durant. KD draws the double. Irving passes to Chandler, and that one good.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Curry against Irving. Back to Curry. The three. Jordan with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Stefan Curry. Curry against Irving. Here's Jordan. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Jordan. Here's KD. Again, the Nets for two.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Pass to Thompson. Outside, Russell. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you play tonight?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.